I call upon our Honorable President, Dr. Zahir Kazi, to address today's august audience.
It gives me a very great pleasure to welcome the ultimate in the police force of this dream city of Mumbai. I don't hesitate even for a moment to call him Super Cop, which designation was given once to none other than Julius Ribeiro, and we happen to be from the same place, Goa. I remember, since one of our speakers reminded about 92, 93 riots and bomb blast, during that period of time, some of the officers who stood out, absolutely unbiased, not bending to any of the calls from different quarters, and officers of the caliber of Sanjay Pandey ji were responsible to contain that flare-up, unfortunate, and thereafter post-bomb blast scenario. Sanjay Pandey ji, I remember those days Satish Sahani ji was the Commissioner of Police during the bomb blast period, and we had a brainstorming session at Worli where all IPS officers were in attendance, and it was anchored by Julius Ribeiro. Mr. Ribeiro started the process of having mohalla committees, and there were 5, 6 of us. One of them is sitting here, that lady at that corner, Mrs. Bikriwala, who is a trustee of Anjuman-I-Islam. People were even scared to go to the cops. People like us. So, in that tense moment, I realized that reaching out to the people was a process of mohalla committee. And today, as soon as he took the charge as the police commissioner of the city, I'm not saying because he's here, you have to be fair to people who serve this great city of ours. Because the entire world has a surveillance on the city of Mumbai, which is the financial capital of India. Any mishap here reflects on the entire country. So he has got tremendous responsibility, a big-shouldered, big-hearted cop. I won't say rare commodity, but there are people, and he stands out today. And I don't hesitate for a moment calling him that title of Super Cop, because in last 3 weeks, we as the alert citizen of Mumbai has seen that he has stopped people going in the wrong side while driving. He has taken care of parking problems. And most importantly, the city of Mumbai is bleeding because of narcotics and drugs. As important citizen that we understand, this officer of immense caliber has sent us very strong message across to the people that matter. Sanjay Pandey ji, next to you is sitting another gentleman. Since you are an IITian, when it is an IITian means absolute super in the grey matter. They are supposed to be the most intelligent people. Doctors are not as bad. And to balance that, I suddenly realized our treasurer of Overseas Friends of Anjuman. We have established a chapter of Anjuman in the United States of America. And he happens to be the treasurer. He was in Delhi and he rushed down. I said, you have to come and share a stage with another IITian because it will be uncomfortable for us. Two intellectuals will balance. And I'm trying to give a message also that we have established a chapter of Anjuman-I-Islam in the United States of America. He happens to be our treasurer today. He passed out from Sabu Siddiq, IIT from Powai, and he was heading, what firm was yours? G Capital, right? Yeah, G Capital. It's something very unbelievable at times. But Anjuman has given to this country thousands and thousands of citizens who were responsible for taking forward the dreams of the people who achieved freedom of India. Sanjay Pandey ji, the program which is being held here has its iconic value. The freedom struggle of India was planned here. The founding fathers of Anjuman, they were in the jail during the freedom struggle. So we have a legacy of national building. In the entire country today, I'm very proud to say, to head this organization, it is one of its kind in India, managed by Muslim minority and inclusive in nature. You will find in amongst our students, which are about 110,000 students, 3,500 teaching, non-teaching staff, there is every Indian here, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, region. जो आज के दौर में गुफ्तगू हो रही है कि सबका साथ, ये सबका साथ हमने 149 साल पहले, आने वाली फरवरी 23 को हम 150 साल में कदम रखने जा रहे हैं और इस देश की उन्नति में हमारा जो हिस्सा रहा उसको सराहा गया. And I don't hesitate for a moment to tell all of you, India is ultimate destination for religious and linguistic minorities. You can't have a better country than India. And a living example is Anjuman itself. और साहब अंजुमन की कुछ एक अच्छी तारीख भी है. 5 मिनट होंगे? नहीं, उनकी इजाज़त ले रहा हूँ. अंजुमन के बारे में कुछ कहना होगा. नहीं, मैं आपसे कह रहा हूँ. नहीं, क्योंकि आप एक टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड से आ रहे हैं. तो जब इस मुल्क की पॉलिसी बनने जा रही थी, एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, जब ब्रिटिशर्स यहाँ थे, 1880 तक कोई पॉलिसी नहीं बनी थी. एजुकेशन पॉलिसी जब बन गई, उसके इनपुट्स अंजुमन के फाउंडर्स बदरुद्दीन तैयब जी, मोहम्मद अली ना खुदारोगे, मुंशी साहब, they gave an education policy to the Britishers and it became a policy of education for the country. Incredible those days. They were the visionaries of that time. आज आपने देखा होगा मिड डे मील का कॉन्सेप्ट अंजुमन ने 1901 में ब्रेकफास्ट का कल्चर शुरू किया, विच सब्सिक्वेंटली वॉज ट्रांसफर्ड टू मिड डे मील्स. आज के दौर में कंप्यूटर की बात हो रही है, उस दौर में टाइपराइटर का दौर था. इट इज़ कॉल्ड कमर्शियल इंस्टीट्यूट. इन दोज डेज बिफोर फ्रीडम ऑफ इंडिया, वी हैड अ बॉम्बे स्टेट विच वॉज अ ह्यूज थिंग, नॉट वॉट इट इज़ टुडे. We were the first one to start a commercial institution in private domain. और संजय पांडे जी भारतवर्ष की प्राइवेट डोमेन में पहली आर्टिजन स्कूल साबू सिद्दीक इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में 1937 में एस्टैब्लिश की. और आज हमारे पास 97 इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं. Right from KG to PhD, 5 research centers, post-graduation institutes. और टेक्नोलॉजी बैकग्राउंड से हमारे पास 2 इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है, 4 गर्ल्स पॉलिटेक्निक, 4 पॉलिटेक्निक्स है, उसमें से 2 गर्ल्स पॉलिटेक्निक है. जब गर्ल्स पॉलिटेक्निक की बात आती है, अंजुमन इज अ टॉर्च बेयरर अमॉन्ग्स द मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी टू शोकेस टू द होल वर्ल्ड दैट वी आर अ सेंटर ऑफ वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट. हमारे यहाँ 97 इंस्टीट्यूशंस में 90 हमारे प्रिंसिपल्स एंड हेड ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशंस हमारे बहनें और बेटियां हैं. 40% लड़कियां हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं और हम 2 बच्चियों के यतीम खाने चलाते हैं। उस यतीम खाने में we impart quality education. Many of them have come out as professionals and we get them married. तो हमारा स्लोगन ये है, बेटी बचाओ, बेटी पढ़ाओ और बेटी बसाओ। हम 3 कदम आगे हैं इस मामले में। यही बात हमने हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री से भी कही थी। तो कहीं कहीं एक गुफ्तगू में ये बात आती है कि हमारे यहाँ बच्चियों को दबाया जाता है। इस्लाम के बारे में भी मिसकंसेप्शन है। हमारे प्रॉफिट पीस बी अपॉन हिम, he says, if you educate, upbringing, quality upbringing, and settle the girls, your daughters, they are the ones who will take you to the door of Jannah, to the heaven. The prophets married, peace be upon him, Khadija radiallahu ta'ala anha. She was the first entrepreneur woman, and she was a widow, much older to him. The prophet, peace be upon him, gave a message. Widow remarriage. He allowed his wife to continue her business. That is the message about woman empowerment that Islam gives. Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha is supposed to be the most intelligent woman who remembered 2200 hadiths. So there is religious discourse which says that you respect your woman, and which we follow very diligently. जहाँ तक क्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन है, हमारे यहाँ साहब 50% स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट एबल टू पे द फीस. 70% of them are first generation learners. They don't have a proper house. They don't have a study room. But they come out with flying colors. और जब गर्ल्स एजुकेशन की बात होती है तो बड़ी दिलचस्प की बात है, आप भी सुनिए. बहुत सारे लोग नए फेसेस आई एम सीइंग टुडे. The first school, girls' school of Anjuman-I-Islam was established in 1936 at Bilasis Road. The first principal of that school was a Jewish lady who came from UK after graduation from Cambridge. The first vice principal was a Parsi lady, and the head teacher was a Saraswat Brahman, Miss Parulekar. 3 ladies of different faith started Urdu medium school for Muslim girls. Can you have a better example of inclusive growth? Ganga Jahni Tehzeeb Anjuman के सामने तारीख है अपने आप में. And that school today has got 6,500 students. It has a standard of its own. When Joe Biden visited Mumbai, he was the vice president in 2013. He visited IIT, Mumbai, with his son-in-law, who is a surgeon in Thomas Jefferson University Hospital. His wife chose Anjuman's Saif Taibji Girls Urdu Medium School, not English Medium School. She spent 3 hours there, and she, in a blog, wrote, "Ke I saw Malala's here." She inquired with a student, "How many languages you know?" Standard 4. She said, "I know Urdu, I know Hindi, I know English, I know Marathi." She was immensely touched by that. वही नहीं, क्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन गर्ल्स की बात हो रही है. मैं थोड़ी टेक्निकली बात कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि आपको दिलचस्पी होगी इसमें. इस मुल्क की नई पॉलिसी बनी है. It gives lot of focus on multi-skill, out-of-the-box ideas and creativity. Keeping that in mind, one of the top scientists of India, supercomputer scientist, Professor Bhatkar from IIT Delhi, he came up with the idea of Atal Lab. In standard 8th and 9th, all over India, they introduced a research lab which had robotics and electronics and all sorts of latest gadgets. 1,500 schools were given permission. In city of Mumbai, 13 of them, There were international schools, there were ICS, CBSE, and one Urdu medium school, which I am talking of, the same Urdu medium school of Anjuman-I-Islam. It established first, and one of the topmost scientists who had 3,000 talk shows inaugurated it. And since this was in collaboration with the Stockholm Technical University of Sweden, a year later, King and Queen of Sweden visited India, and Niti Aayog and Government of India wanted to select the best place to take them around and showcase that this is the output. And out of 1,500, they selected Anjuman School, and King and Queen of Sweden came here. What I am trying to focus is, we believe in quality education. We believe the last person must get the education. Anjuman students are not elite. They are the most marginalized from all the communities. And no admission is refused to anyone if they don't have the ability to pay the fees. This is what Anjuman is all about. And we are growing. People ask, what is next? We are going to start a campus in Shabu Siddiq for post-graduation and PhD, and an incubation center by itself. Another campus in Sholapur, a campus in Goa, and a huge hostel at our integrated campus at Panvel. और साहब, EICT ने एक स्कीम रखी थी कि इंटीग्रेटेड कैंपस बनाए जाए. We were the only organization in entire India that we started 3 technical institutions at one go and created a role model. आप वहाँ की लाइब्रेरी में आइए, कालसेकर पनवेल, जहाँ से लड़की पढ़ रही है अभी, जिसने बड़ी सुरीली आवाज़ में क्लासिकल गाना आपके सामने पेश किया, वहाँ की लाइब्रेरी is considered rated after IIT Powell Library number 2 for the kind of repositories they have. So on all parameters, we are very much there. And 1-2 मिनट लूँगा कि एक बात ये कही जाती है कि Muslims are not mainstreaming. बुरा न मानिए, बम्बैया में इसको कहते हैं बकवास. When the new government came in 2014, they talked of digital India, smart India, startup. But 2 years later, they realized कि digital India क्या होता है, किस चीज़ का नाम है. तो तय ये हुआ नीति आयोग से कि हिंदुस्तान के जितने मसाइल हैं हर मिनिस्ट्री से, 29 मिनिस्ट्री से, उसको सामने लाए and gather all the youngsters, IITians, engineering students and MBAs, hold them in one destination in 26 metropolis cities, 40,000 participated, 8,000 institutions. And in that, Anjuman-I-Islam got 3rd position in India. And in that team, there were 4 girls and a boy. What is the ratio? 4 girls and a boy. So our girls are studying. What is the message down the line? We have talent, we need opportunities. So like Anjuman-I-Islam, many more institutions come. ये अगर भारतवर्ष को विश्व गुरु बनना है, अंजुमन जैसे इदारे और भी कायम करने होंगे. और ये जो तालीम है, गरीब से गरीब बच्चे तक पहुंचनी चाहिए. Then India will shine. तब हिंदुस्तान के अच्छे दिन भी और अच्छी रात भी आएगी, हर चीज़ रहेगी जब तक तालीम वहाँ नहीं पहुँचेगी. हम ये काम अंजाम दे रहे हैं. संजय पांडे जी, fortunately we have got such a wonderful team. They are all achievers in their own right. We have got Mushtaq Antulay sahab here. He is an educationist in his own right. I have got my treasurer who was the vice president, Volta's Finance. Now he is non-executive director, State Bank of India for assets management. We have Dr. Abdullah here. He is another businessman. We have got an advocate, Akil Hafiz Saab. We have got Mr. Jam Khan. They are all from different walks of life. ये सब लोग पेट भरे हुए और खौफ खुदा वाले लोग हैं. So there is nothing that can happen if there is no corruption at the top. It cannot go from down to up. That is the essence of success of this organization. In the end, मैंने बहुत कुछ बोला, लेकिन जब अंजुमन की बात आती है साहब, तो I have to do justice to the organization, which is huge in nature, and in about half an hour you can't do justice. Someone would have done it much better. Thank you very much, and I extend to you a red carpet welcome here. I'm sure at some point of time, whenever you're free, you'll be addressing our students at 2 engineering colleges and polytechnics, so that some of them can become IPS. I have seen the IITians and the doctors who come out as IPS, they stand out. One gentleman is here. I know another doctor, you might be knowing him, Dr. Dikshit. He is the Joint Secretary Home Affairs with Kashmir is his domain. He is from Nasik. There are a lot of doctors also, IPS and IITians. They do a wonderful job. And they are the ones who are retaining that status called Mumbai police is as good as Scotland Yard. And they do it a quality service to the city of Mumbai. We are very grateful to you. We are organizing this program in a peaceful atmosphere. We go home and sleep well. It's all because of you people who do it. I compare them with doctors. Doctors also don't look at their watch, so do the police. We have great advantage. We are appreciated every time. But the police, somebody appreciates them and something else. So they have a lot of collateral damage. Yet they do a great job. And I wish you all the very success in your tenure, and hope your tenure gets extended. We have a person like you amidst us. Thank you very much, all of you, patiently listening. Thank you.